All right, guys, let's go. Welcome in here. We're talking here. It's Rover. It's Slaughterhouse, guys. We're going to start posting some more videos. You know, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm Julian saying. But listen, I think that we're going to have a little bit of fun here. Again, up the productivity, up the work ethic a little bit, and going to be good for maybe all parties involved here as we try this process, man, as we go ahead, go full bore maybe into this dang thing, and as we try to roll on or float on, as Modest Mouse would say. So we are now going to analyze the college football playoff. And a part of me likes the college football playoff. A part of me doesn't. It's just like the Super Conference League. Like, it devalues the regular season a little bit because Alabama can lose to Vanderbilt. Ole Miss can lose to Kentucky. And a team like Notre Dame can play almost perfectly. A team like Oregon can play perfectly. A team like Ohio State. So a team like Brigham Young that survives and survives and survives and survives and survives. So you just got to recalibrate your mind to thinking about the college football playoff. And it's sort of turning into a little bit NFL, and you can have a couple of miscues, and that's that. So I would love an 8-team field. You know, you get ACC champ, you throw in the Big 12 champion into the mix, and then ACC Big 12, and then, you know, maybe you throw one team like a Notre Dame or something, one group of 5 in there, and then the rest are like 5. Like, then you get Ohio State, you get Oregon. I'd probably throw Georgia in there, Alabama, and that's about it. Maybe whoever wins Texas and Texas A&M. So then you're at 8 instead of, like, you know, you got Penn State. They're going to go 11-1. They're okay, but, you know, they're beating everybody. But, again, their schedule is just not that great. Their wide receivers and quarterback play, their offense is not good enough to win the whole thing. All right? So what teams now, you know, this is the point of this exercise, right? This is the point of the video. What teams can win the national championship? Like, if you had a choice of what teams can win the national championship, who would it be? And, you know, my first thought is what player is the best player in college football? I'm not talking about who's deserving of a Heisman, because then it's Travis Hunter or Ashton Gentry. I have no problem with either winning that award, especially the amount of play that Hunter plays. Both sides of the ball is incredible. But who's really valuable? If you had a first pick in college football playoff, what player are you taking? If you had a first overall pick, are you really going to go Travis Hunter or Ashton Gentry? Like, maybe you could. I'm going Jalen Milroe. Guy is the best dual threat weapon in college football. Guy can run for days. Guy can throw it really well. And guy can hit the deep ball. He can hit intermediate stuff. Like, Jalen Milroe is an absolute stud at the quarterback spot. I think he's better than Dylan Gabriel. So then you have Ryan Williams on the outside. You got Jam Miller. You got Justice Haynes. Like, you got dudes that can run the football. You got great tight end play. You got Kalen DeBoer and Sheridan. The defense is absolutely on another one right now with Kane Womack. So Alabama, like, their upside, I'll take Milroe 1,000% over Texas's quarterback situation. I'll take Alabama to win. The only way Texas is going to win this thing is if their D-line carries them in these playoffs. Because I don't believe ewers can absolutely deal in the playoffs. I don't. Dylan Gabriel's another quarterback that's really good. Dan Lanning. We got Evan Stewart once Tez comes back. Ferguson. Really good running game with Jordan James. Really talented offensive line. You got Connor Lee. You just have all these other pieces. And then it's Will Stein versus Sheridan. Like, I'd probably give the edge to Sheridan. Lapoy versus Womack, and Dan Lanning and Lapoy. So I really want Oregon to win this thing. I think Oregon's very deserving. I think last year they were incredible as well. They had a better regular season last year. They were more decisive and convincing in their wins. They lost one game at Washington where they had a 4th and 3 to win the whole game. This year they've been inconsistent. Boise, Idaho, literally the school Idaho, the dang Maryland game. So with Bo Nix a quarterback, they weren't going to do that. But again, like, when are you going to peak? They end up beating Ohio State at home. They house Illinois. They go to Michigan and do work. Like, I love Oregon. You know, Rashad Samples is doing work there. Their coaching staff is amazing. Even the guys that are even in support staff, Malcow is the GOAT. He's the best, okay? So that's that. All right, Oregon. Love those Oregon Ducks, right? Love Oregon. Who else do we got at the damn table in college football? So I'm taking Alabama and Oregon. I'll go Ohio State. Will Howard's balling. The defense has got upside to it. Give me Ohio State at 3. Those are the teams that I see that have a shot at doing this thing. Let me know what you guys think. Are you putting Texas in there? Don't believe A&M has an offense. South Carolina's a little bit away. Georgia's offense is just, I don't care that they beat Tennessee. Like, Carson Beck's not going to do it for 4. Those are the teams. I think Alabama's right there, Ohio State, and Oregon. Give me those 3. One of them's going to end up winning. Maybe Alabama. Best player is Jalen Milroe. Can they run the football? That's the only concern. If they can't run it, like, then Milroe has to beat you with one receiver. That could be tough. But Oregon and Ohio State, what a treat that's going to be an Indy. And hopefully that's the last time we see them, and hopefully Oregon can win this whole thing.